And so it begins. We have our first real Asteroid Fight Club, Atmospheric Defense Team, and Prayer Warrior test of hurricane season 2021 now officially on the board with potential tropical cyclone 5. See this bad boy down here? Confidence is growing that this thing will become Tropical Storm Elsa within the next 48 hours. And so the strategy is to pray that the atmospheric defense team can curve it out to sea or knock it down to a depression or tropical storm. But we're going to prepare like somebody along the Gulf Coast could get hit by a major hurricane. We now have the possibility of a Category 3 hurricane on the board, and a lot of them coming in between a tropical storm or a Category 2. This thing is about a week away, and models are still kind of all over the board with it, ranging anywhere from inside into the Gulf of Mexico or completely curving out to sea. One thing to watch for is how low south it slips under Cuba, and if it crosses over the island, this is definitely a mountainous region that will tear this storm up. But the GFS consistently shows it gaining strength again even after it crosses over Cuba. See, like here, it gets down to about 985 on the 12Z GFS run. It maintains hurricane strength as it buzzsaws up the coast and then moves out to sea and heads towards Greenland. We are now tick-tocking with a live version of the latest 18Z GFS run, and it does sort of a worst-case scenario where it takes potential Tropical Storm Elsa past towards the very edge of Cuba and then starts to curve it back around towards Florida. And I want to point out, while this is happening, watch this snake, this rain snake that comes down through the lower 48 here, dips down like there. See that thingy? So we got a lot going on. And as you know, or should know, we've had a major record-breaking heat wave just hit. And I have us on full absolute Asteroid Fight Club red alert due to the whole brawl between Uranus, Saturn, and Mars. And so I've been saying for a couple weeks now, from like the 30th of June through the 10th of July, we're definitely going to be on super duper red alert. And then the next super duper red alert we will have, it will be in November. But now the clock is ticking and we are on the board. We will pray for a best case scenario. Somehow this thing curves out to sea or gets torn to shreds. But we will prepare for somehow this thing to slip through into the Gulf or by Florida and somehow become a major hurricane. They're both possible. Which is probable? Nobody knows yet. Lightning is snap, crackle, popping all over right now. Like, look at pretty much all this weather. And if you combine, you just had a major heat wave and you have a ton of wildfires popping off on the West Coast up into Canada. Yeah, this is definitely a very interesting time to be alive. Hey, I am your Planetary Defense Commander. It is my job to walk you through whatever danger zones we're going through. And every month I do a fundraiser at the start of the month to keep me up and running. If you would like to contribute, I got a snail mail, a PayPal, a Venmo, a CashApp, a Patron, a whole lot of love for you, and only $16 left to raise with 3 days left to go. And if you'd like to contribute, it would be greatly appreciated, because I'm sure no matter what, I'm going to earn my money this month. July is going to be wild. That's my opinion. I could be wrong. If nothing interesting happens in July, you can come back at the end and be like, hey, dude, you said July was going to be interesting. But no, it was totally boring. I was bored the whole time. And I'll be like, I'm sorry. Would you like a refund? Okay. So, like I said, we are watching a lot going on right now. Nobody knows exactly what is going to happen next. and where whatever's going to happen is going to happen. But I do know we are on full red alert for the next 11 days. But remember this, we've survived all the shit the universe has thrown at us up to this date. So hopefully we will survive through July and through the year. Here we're looking at mixed precipitation over the next 48 hours. You see a lot of rain moving in through the south, including the monsoon season deep into New Mexico. And we're looking out for possible severe weather up in the northeast this evening. And can you feel the wacky, chaotic unstableness in the air and the energy? I can. Man, look at that shit that's happening over Florida. That's nuts. Oh, if you're brand new here, I cuss. Sometimes. I try not to. But the world is so fudged up right now. You know. Anyway, cut me some slack. Because I'm cutting you a bunch of slack, buddy. You know, we're a team, man. Whether you like it or not. Look at that outflow boundary. Yep, crazy shit happening. And if you're new here, they got a ton of different models. It's like a 3-card Monte game or with the shells where they put the peanut under the shell and you got to guess which shell has the peanut. That's kind of where we're at, is they're moving all the shells around, except instead of 3 shells, they got like 15 shells to choose from. But I got a real bad feeling about this one, and hopefully we can Asteroid Fight Club and Atmospheric Defense Team and the power of Selena Gomez can knock it down with wind shear, dry air, or just good luck. But I've seen multiple model runs that have it definitely strengthened after it gets into the islands and even up the coast. So many models to choose from. And this is all happening while the sun is getting active again and possibly firing off solar flares and coronal mass ejections our way. Right now we have a gamma, 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 delta, delta, delta help you configuration with this one down here, meaning it is capable of M-class solar flares. And I think it just shot off 2 C-class solar flares. Usually takes the energy a couple days to reach us, but it is definitely like a stay tuned week. I mean, we could see earthquakes, volcanoes, stock market crashes. You know, I think, like I said, it just fired off a solar flare coronal mass ejection right at us. You got this one shooting and this one shooting. So I'm just saying, be prepared as much as you can for super crazy shit to be happening this week. And I ask you to keep your cool, because that's what I trained you for. Industrial Engineer Henri Quiores letting us know we have Class C1 and a Class C3.6, an AR-2835, and AR-2836, and they definitely look like they're going to be geo-effective. I went out to take a picture of the sun to verify that it's active, and yeah, it's active. With the super heat wave hitting the West Coast, the wildfire situation has been going nuclear, to steal a phrase from Kyle Britain. And yeah, the wildfire season this year is going to be totally nuts. Hey, happy Asteroid Day to everybody out there celebrating. Planetary defense, it's a team sport. And so we prepare for this thing to be a hurricane or even a major hurricane. But if it goes poof and disappears at some point or curves out to sea, we thank God, Jesus, or whoever you believe in. Because it is 4th of July soon, and in America, we have freedom of religion. So you're free to believe whatever you want to. And you're free to pray or not pray to whoever you want to. But don't come bitching to me if we don't get hit by a hurricane, man. I mean, you can bitch at me if you want to. I survived. People have bitched at me before. Radar imagery shows strong thunderstorms near Lake Thomas Edison out by Yosemite Park. I heard Thomas Edison was a dick. Tesla was the real stud. Yeah, that's a tale for another time. Puerto Rico, I love you. And right now it looks like you guys are safe. If that changes, I'll let you know. Haiti, the Dominican Republic, Cuba, you guys are definitely under the gun. I love you too. I'll keep you all posted. Tons of more heat records were broken today. And the wildfires will be bad. I'll be doing what I can to keep you guys posted on all the situations, and there will be many. Doc VB saying folks in Jamaica and Cuba will need to pay attention to Invest 97L, which as of today's 12Z HRWF run, it's looking like there's a chance of it becoming a Hurricane Elsa over the weekend. If we check back on our GFS, the latest 18Z run, it has Tropical Storm Elsa becoming a hurricane and then moving south, barely at the end of Cuba, coming up into Crystal River, Florida, moving up the coast around, I think, the 7th. But I'm trying to jinx it. You know, every time I start talking about a hurricane hitting Crystal River, it jinxes it. So that I'll keep saying it because, man, I don't want anybody to get hit by a hurricane. But if it is going to happen, I do want y'all to be prepared. So, best case scenario, I can talk about it for a couple days, and then it just poof, goes nowhere or curves out to sea. That's what we want. But, we don't have a full super duper red alert up for nothing. And, this year has been crazy. They just announced that the people who died from the heat in Canada was over 400 people. I remember the last time we had a Saturn-Uranus square, which was in mid-February, when like 400 people died in Texas because it was so cold. Now we had 400 Canadians die because it was so hot during this Saturn-Uranus square. And so, the energy, like I said, Saturn, Mars, Uranus brawl happening for the next 5 to 10 days. So just everybody be smart, play defense, stay cool. We are all in this together. Janine's sister, Meredith Garofalo, is feeling hot in Beantown. Triple-digit record-setting heat today in Boston. Interestingly enough, the last time the city hit 100 in June, back in 1952. So yeah, and it's only June. Tomorrow's July, though. All right, so crazy days indeed, my friends. Hey, Gomez and Tay, I've never seen whatever the movie Elsa's from, so I don't know if you guys want to watch it with me. We can watch it. Okay. Or y'all can contribute, or both. But I am your Planetary Defense Commander, and I will be giving you my all this hurricane season and this wildfire season and this WTF is going on season. And if you'd like to contribute, keep me up and running. I got a snail mail, and I would love nice letters, man. Those always put a big smile on my face when things get hectic. I got a PayPal, a Venmo, a CashApp, a Patron. Only $1,616 left to raise, with a little over 3 days left to go. But super duper thank you very much to Asteroid Fight Club, the Wizard of Oz, Arnica, Matthew, Gregory, Robert, Carolyn, and Loretta, and everybody out there who is cool. I love y'all, and I believe in y'all. I definitely believe in God way more. No disrespect. All right, stay cool, stay calm, and God bless everyone.